that is necessary.
Clint couldn't find it.
Question number 10, Darien Fenton.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Labour. What advice, if any, has he received about whether workers will be better or worse off under the Employment Relations Amendment Bill?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, from the real Workers' Party in this Parliament, it's great to answer this question. Overall, the advice I've received suggests that the changes will create an employment relations framework that increases flexibility and choice and ensures a balance of fairness for employers and employees. The bill is not about making things worse for workers, although I'm sure the member has convinced herself it is. And to the member who says I've never done a day's work in my life, I've worked at Food Town, I've worked in bars, I've worked in cleaning, probably more than that loser ever has.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
Supplementary question to the Minister. Will workers be better or worse off given his bill will mean a return to the situation under the Employment Contracts Act where unions fail at the first hurdle of bargaining if an employer insists they only want individual agreements?
Well, Mr Speaker,
Honourable Simon Bridges.
as I've said, per se, it's actually not about better or worse off. But protracted, well, I am answering the case, but protracted bargaining that goes on and that contentious is in no one's interest, actually. The real way to get wages up is through better productivity and more profitability that results in more money in workers' pockets.
Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
To the Minister, will workers be better or worse off under the provision in his bill where the so-called 60-day grace period is actually a 100-day no-strike period where workers have neither the protection of collective bargaining or the right to strike?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, the purpose of the grace period is very clear. Of course, if you've got a collective bargaining period and it comes to an end, you need to then have a mechanism so that it doesn't just go straight back to collective bargaining. But as I said in the answer earlier, it's in no one's interest to have protracted, endless bargaining that gets no one anywhere. It's much better to just have a good faith relationship where workers and employers benefit.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Darien
How will
Fenton.
bargaining be more efficient, as he claims, if every DHB decides to abandon their multi-employer collective agreements for doctors, nurses and service workers and negotiate hospital by hospital as they did in the past?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, Mr Speaker, the member well knows there's still good faith, there's still freedom of association, and there's still absolutely collective bargaining and a role for unions in everything in this bill.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Darien Fenton.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, does he believe workers think they will be better off? And if so, why does he think 1,500 workers in Wellington, 5,000 workers in Auckland and 1,200 workers in Christchurch have attended rallies to tell him he is wrong?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, overall, they will be better off because we'll have a more productive, a more business-like working environment. But the fact of the matter is, with a union membership in this country of nearly 400,000, actually the numbers her and her lot managed to get out were stuff all.
Question number 11, Dr Paul Hutchinson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Associate Minister of